Hi there, I'm Morve Iconis from Lead Life Well, and I absolutely love helping leaders and professionals and entrepreneurs just like you do what you do even better. And one of the things we need to be able to do really well if we're going to be successful is to manage our time well. And I have talked about this in so many different ways, but today I want to talk about it in a way I'm pretty sure you've never considered time before. You can do your time management the Spanx way or the Cozy way. Now, you know that Spanx are meant to kind of pull everything in and tighten things up and make you look good, right? And sometimes we kind of do that with our schedule. We try to cram more and more and more in and make it look good. And the problem is it's really uncomfortable, right? It's tight, it's restrictive, it just doesn't feel good. Or you can do your time management the cozy way. Cozies are what my husband and I affectionately refer to the clothes we come home to and put on that are comfortable, kind of your lounge wear, sweats, jammies sorts of things that are loose and comfortable and soft. And when you're doing time management from the cozy way, you are fitting in what's real, what feels good. And while you might look pretty nice in Spanx, and hey, for those of you men who can't relate to the whole Spanx concept, kind of think of wearing a suit that fit maybe 10 years ago, right? It's a couple sizes too small. You put on that dress shirt and the neck is restrictive. You got to put a tie on. It's choking you. It doesn't feel good. Hey, it's kind of that same idea, right? It's too much in too little space. So again, you have that choice. You can do it the Spanx way, squeezing a lot in, or you can do it the cozy way and be comfortable. But in order to manage your time the cozy way, there's a few things you have to do, right? One, you have to know what the necessities are for you. What are the things that really have to fit into your schedule? For me, that would be things like making meals and keeping up with my house, coaching my clients. And I'm sure you have things just like that yourself that have to fit into a day. And we often think about our days in terms of not really having those must-do kinds of things like getting sleep, right? You don't really have 24 hours. So how much time do you have after those necessities are considered? And then you need to know what your personal limits are. Like, what can you handle? What I can handle might not be as much as what you can handle, but we all have our limits. And are you paying attention to your limits? We often push our limits beyond, and that takes a toll on our health and our mental well-being and relationships and other things. Do you have a realistic view of what your limits are? And are you setting and maintaining boundaries around those limits? And then finally, you need to know, what is a comfortable fit for you, right? What feels good for you? Remember, no matter what, you cannot fit it all in. You have to make some hard choices. So while Spanx may make you look really good, that doesn't mean it feels good, right? And even though in my cozies, I look real, I'm comfortable and there's a whole lot of margin. I am free to move and do as I need to do. So which way are you managing your time? Are you doing it the Spanx way, or are you doing it the cozy way? I encourage you to try and get to a more cozy place with how you're managing your time.